Okay. Alright. Yo, it's overtflow. What's going on, you guys? How are you guys doing today? Coming at you with another Q&A with me and my dad, and he is coming back into the room now. But before he gets here, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, he really wants this video to hit like 400 likes, so if you guys could leave a lot of likes, that'd be really cool. Alright, so we're going to get back into the questions. This is part 2 of like a 2-part video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. We got to do this before my computer dies because my charger is not around anytime. Anyway, Dad, here's my dad.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me today, again, for the second time around, to answer all these personal and private questions.
And how many likes do you want this video to hit, specifically?
This one? Will they give me what I ask?
I hope so. It's kind of slow because school's starting up, so I noticed that YouTube's been a little bit slower lately.
Oh.
But if you want to ask, I'm sure that they'll...
Can I get 7 likes? At least 7?
7 is a good number. 7 is an achievable amount.
Like, okay. Thanks. Like, great.
Fantastic. All right, guys. So we're going to get right into the questions. What's up, flows? Don't you knows? I love...
all of yous.
All of yous.
You do, don't you?
I do. They're nice people.
They are.
Nice people.
They ask a lot of
first
questions
question from Arturo Trejo. Was Overt a mama's boy or a dada's boy?
Okay, that's a good question because here's the fact. He was an overtflow boy. He was neither. He was his own man at the age of 1 year old.
At the age of 6.
At the age of 6, yes. He
I
actually told us what to do.
A father's child. And you don't have to be so close to the mic either. I think it's turned up a little bit.
Well, I don't know. It's such a big mic. It looks like a person. I was getting cuddly with it. We just did a metal test on it. Look. It's made of metal.
It's definitely metal.
Silver and metal.
Mason Maga. What movie describes your life to... I don't know. What movie describes your life? Go ahead first.
My life or your life?
Your life.
My life, for sure. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump?
Yeah. Because think about it. I rode my bike across country. He ran across country. I played ping pong. He played ping pong. I got awards and all kinds of stuff. I was in the Army. I got... crazy stuff happened to me.
That is crazy.
And then I own a company called Bubba Gum, and he owned a company called Bubba Gump. I mean, come on. Seriously.
That's very true.
There's
Lots of
similarities
there. Similarities.
And I do like chocolate. I do like chocolate.
Okay. My movie for me would have to be... I'm not sure. We'll go
Saving Private PJ.
The Last Samurai.
Oh, for sure.
Yep, definitely the same exact stuff happened to me.
Exactly. Lucy Liu came in and... What'd you do?
She wasn't even in that movie.
Oh,
but
wasn't she? Well, you wished you were wishing.
Yes.
Okay.
Who doesn't?
I would cast her in your movie.
Mason Maga and TJ Labrador. They asked kind of the same question, so we're going to kind of mix them.
Really?
If the zombie apocalypse broke out tomorrow, would you join Cuba and run around without a shirt on, exterminating all the zombies and saving all the women from the evil flesh-eating zombie monsters? Also, would you go to Walmart, Costco, or a gun shop?
Wow.
I would head to a Costco, or actually to a Walmart, because Walmart has everything. It has guns, it has food, and I would join Cuba in extinguishing them to some extent after I hid out for a long time and stuff.
I'd definitely go over Cuba's and have his dad help us. For sure. But that's private. Anyway.
It is.
Yes.
Okay, you get to pick a question out of these ones.
I do?
Yes. Can you read these?
Hey, they're getting personal here. They're asking sexual questions.
Out of these 4, you pick.
Okay. Boy. Wow. No, I'm not going to ask that one. No way. When did you guys lose your virginity? This is a dual question here because it's a father-son personal question.
That is very personal.
Yeah, so should we answer that?
If you'd like to, it's up to you. I never have yet.
Yes, that's true.
My dad's a virgin too.
I'm a virgin.
But he did give birth to me.
Yeah,
22 years ago.
Somehow. Boy.
Six-pack Jesus. This is a question for your dad. Do you think that you would be able to win your son in a fight if you were back to his age? Win me in a fight, like as the prize, or beat me in a fight?
I definitely would want to win him in a fight. Like, what would I do? Have to do a coin toss or something? I won my son.
Or win at a game of pool?
Yeah.
For a wife?
Oh, my gosh. I heard that story. I was really hyper at his age and very athletic and very hyper. And we would probably never fight because he'd be my kind of friend. But he is very buff, so I don't know really. I think he would choke me out.
I don't think so. Maybe with some training, because I have some training.
Yes.
But my dad did wrestle when he was that age. But also, He was very hyper, but he was a lot smaller than me. How much
Extremely.
do you think that you weighed around my same age?
180.
So around the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're about the same, except I feel like I'm shaped differently than you. I'm shaped more square.
Yeah,
rounds.
it would be kind of neutral.
It would be a neutral. We would probably just end up being good friends.
Yeah, I'm playing chess.
And yes, and playing chess.
Yeah.
By Sipe, what's the worst thing Overt did as a child?
Oh, I told him, PJ, I'm still mad at you about this. Remember what you did?
Was it the light socket?
Yes, in the White House, it wasn't the light socket, it was the electrical socket.
Yes.
And he had a water pistol, and he was sitting by the electrical socket, and I said, PJ, do not spray water into that electrical socket. Well, sure enough, there was water in the electrical socket. After I came back out of the room or something.
Yeah, yes, it was by accident. I accidentally squirted the electrical socket because my dad was cleaning the mirrors. There was the electric socket on the mirror. It was like a wall mirror thing.
Yes, it was.
And I accidentally squirted with the squirt gun the electrical socket.
What do you do? Pull the trigger?
I was
by
like this,
accident?
spraying everywhere, crazy.
Repeatedly into
Repeatedly
the socket?
into the
Okay.
yes.
Well, yeah, that's when I got mad. I think that's the only time, and then once when he didn't do his homework. But he got a scooter for that. So anyway, okay.
I remember that. Okay, from Influx to Dad. If you were to make a YouTube gaming channel, what would you name it? It has to be a gaming channel.
Okay. I would a gaming channel.
Mm-hmm.
I call it Papa Flow.
Papa Flow.
Papa Flow. Yes.
Martin Martinez, what's the worst thing you did as a child father?
The worst thing I did as a child?
Yeah.
Boy, what age? One time, I'll tell you what I did. The worst possible thing I could think of. What?
Sorry.
What?
But I think this is
Who has the biggest?
tallywhacker.
My
Why would he ask that? That's very awkward.
let's say my father probably. Not me, but my dad. Let's do it that way.
Anyways,
Oh
what
my
was the worst
gosh.
thing you did as a child?
The worst thing I did as a child, purposely or by accident?
Either one.
Accidentally, I found a bird egg on the ground. I didn't know it was a bird egg, and I dropped it, and it was real sad.
That is
Real
sad.
sad. That was so sad because then I realized I killed somebody's baby. Then I saw the two other eggs, and I'm like, so I went and stepped on them so they didn't have to. No,
I don't know. That's
no, I didn't do that. Worst thing I did as a child? I don't know. I lived on a farm. What could you do bad?
That's. What about when you
What?
drove cars around or something?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did find somebody's car. I didn't know it was somebody else's, and I drove it around and crashed it up on a rock. I didn't know somebody owned it. It was in a field, and it started. My little brother and I got in it, and it started, so we drove it around. Yeah. And then the guy wanted to shoot us with his rifle.
But he didn't, luckily.
Yeah.
And I'm still here.
Yes, very good. But my dad did spank me with a belt.
Beast Player 702. Thoughts if you walked in on Overt with a woman?
Hallelujah. Spread the seed. I don't know. What should I say? I'd be very happy about that.
Oh, the Ferrari driver. We got a lot of questions left, and we only got about
All right.
6 minutes.
All right,
left
let's put in high
Okay,
overdrive.
High overdrive. So
overdrive.
Overdrive.
Yeah.
So we gotta have like 30-second
All
caps.
right, let's
for
do it.
questions.
Let's do it.
Ferrari driver. Do any of you love airsofting? And if you do, how did you convince your dad? Well, we'll just say this: do we love airsoft?
Yes.
You got a story for
Yes,
them?
I do. PJ got 2 airsoft guns he made me buy. So he shot me with it once from across the room. So I ran up on him and ambushed him and shot him 3 times in the face.
Yes, and it hurt, and left big welts on my cheek.
I don't know. I got really excited.
He got over aggressive.
over aggressive.
Overt aggressive. Future Seal 23. PJ has a lot of energy, so first I'd like to issue an apology for when he was a baby.
Thank you.
My question is, has he always been so energetic, or did he suddenly become this way? Ooh, we got it.
Whoa. Well, he always played with his action figures, and they were energetic, so I guess he learned from them.
I'll say this. I'll say my dad has the biggest... Normally, if I'm in a room with my friends, I'd say I'd have probably one of the biggest personalities within the room. But because my dad's always been the bigger personality, when I'm around him, I've always been more conservative. So, and I'm pretty conservative, I guess, in
Yeah, you're very conservative.
real life, except for when I'm with people. Except for, you know what? When I'm not around immediate family members, then I'm a little bit louder. Because I've learned, I don't know, I feel like, because my dad is so energetic, I've kind of been a little bit more conservative around him.
Interesting.
And then because my mom doesn't really appreciate the energetic side of things from time to time, I've been more conservative around her. But around like my friends and stuff, everybody that knows me says that I'm probably one of the more energetic, bigger personalities in the room. So I don't know. I guess it's like a thing like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
We got 5 minutes left before my computer dies. Okay.
Wow. More questions.
More questions. Any gambling stories from Rio Collins?
Yes. Gambling will take your money. Don't do it. I put $20 down on a blackjack table and I won. And I thought, boy, how do they win? I'll be a millionaire. And then I put down the 20 I won and that 20, and then I lost it. So I put down 40, 50, and then 100, and I never gambled again. And that was 22 years ago.
22.
Yes.
Azeb Teklu, what do you think about your son doing YouTube from a longtime subscriber?
Oh, I'm excited for him. I think it's a great way for you guys to communicate. I'm excited. I like it. I'm on the Overt show. I hope you come out here and get on it too.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so a few more questions. I hope
Sure.
that this doesn't end. Hyro Ramirez?
Hyro.
If you and your dad were not doing a Q&A right now, what would you guys be doing?
He'd be showing me a jiu-jitsu move, which would probably hurt me.
And then he would probably put me in the cradle position from wrestling, or he'd throw my arm in front of my face, like my other one behind my head,
Yes, I would
and
definitely
hold me
do
there
that.
like he does to everybody whenever he wrestles him.
That's the only move I know. Okay.
A ridiculous thing.
Yes. Or we might be swimming. Okay. Does your dad like...
Okay, Poncho Whitworth says, which of you have more YOLO potential? You heard of YOLO?
YOLO? Is that like Jello?